Neonatology. Before diving into this topic, let us first understand some basic definitions or the keywords. The neonate. A neonate is a child whose age is less than 4 weeks. Infant. Infant is a child whose age is less than 1 year. Therefore, every neonate is an infant, but every infant is not a neonate. I hope you understood. Let's go further. What is term neonate? The term neonate is defined as baby born after 37 weeks of gestation but before 42 weeks. Now coming to the birth weight. LBW, low birth weight, is defined as the birth weight less than 2.5 kg of the newborn. Very low birth weight is defined as weight less than 1.5 kg. Extremely low birth weight is defined as weight less than 1 kg. Why weight is important? Because the chances of neonate to survive heavily depends on the weight, or we can say weight is directly proportional to the prognosis. Average weight of an Indian newborn is 2.8 kg. But do remember, this relation of weight with prognosis is up to an extent only. Neonatal resuscitation. Whenever a baby is born, the caretaker has to ask himself these 3 questions before proceeding ahead. First, is it term gestation? Is the child breathing or crying? Is the muscle tone good? If answer to any question is no, there is a need for considering child for resuscitation. Step 1. Initial and most important step is to dry the baby as soon as he comes out. Since the baby had been surrounded by fluid, hence with each second he or she is losing the heat. Therefore, we first dry the newborn. Next is to provide the warmth. It is done by placing the newborn in a radiant warmer as shown. Now we suction out any secretion from mouth and nose which may hinder in respiration. Next is to give the stimulation. The stimulation is done by either gently tapping the back or flickering the soles of newborn. One important thing is to be considered here is that we do stimulate only the primary apneic child and not the secondary apneic. The primary apnea means that is the newborn hasn't taken any breath yet. Now we assess the newborn by seeing respiration and heart rate. There can be 2 conditions here. The heart rate can be less than 100 with gasping or apneic, or heart rate may be more than 100 with breathing. If heart rate is more than 100, then we can switch to general care and add CPAP, continuous positive airway pressure, and also monitor SpO2. But if the heart rate is less than 100 with gasping or apnea, then we proceed to step 2. In this step, we give positive pressure ventilation with the help of bag and mask as shown, and also do SpO2 monitoring. This is AMBU bag. The key point to note here is the maintenance of regularity between each cycle of compression and relaxation of AMBU bag. This is ensured by speaking these words: squeeze 2-3 as we perform. I repeat, squeeze 2-3. With each word of squeeze, we have to compress the bag, and with the number 2 and 3, we have to just let the bag recoil. This ensures proper regular air supply. Now we again assess the newborn heart rate, and we are again with the 2 situation. Heart rate less than 100, heart rate more than 100. If heart rate is more than 100, we switch to the general care. But if heart rate is less than 100, we proceed to step 3. Ventilation correction step. MR-SOPA. MR-SOPA is a mnemonic where M stands for mask, as shown here. The proper hold of mask is very important to ensure complete seal around newborn's mouth. This is done by using C and E technique, where C is formed by index finger and thumb, and E is formed by other 3 fingers as shown. Now comes R. R stands for reposition the head. We reposition the head in rose position to get wider and opened airway passage. S stands for suction. Suction of mouth is done first and then nose is cleaned. O stands for open the mouth wide. P stands for increase in pressure of positive pressure ventilation. And A stands for alternative airway to be considered. That is, if the newborn has abnormal airway due to structural or functional abnormalities like deformed mouth, etc., then alternative airways such as tracheostomy can be considered. Now we reassess the child after MR-SOPA technique is completed. If the heart rate further drops below 60, or one should note, at any point in resuscitation heart rate falls below 60, then we should consider this step, that is step 4. In step 4, we intubate the newborn and start chest compression. The ratio of chest compression and respiration giving should be 3:1. That is, 90 chest compressions and 30 respirations are given in a minute. In order to maintain a regular or equal interval between compression and to ensure that 3 compressions are followed by 1 respiration, the caretaker must speak this loudly. 1 and 2 and 3 and breathe and. I repeat, 1 and 2 and 3 and breathe and. Here, with each number, sternum is pushed down and hence the heart underneath it gets compressed, leading to circulation of blood to brain. And in between the numbers, the force is released and hence the sternum recoils, and so is the heart, leading to the filling of the heart with blood. The resuscitator must speak it loudly so that the helping caretaker can give respiration at regular time. For an example, when I say 1 and 2 and 3 and breathe and, I mean when I say 1, then my finger should press the sternum down. And when I say and, my fingers should release the force so that sternum recoils. Hence, 1 and 2 and 3 and breathe and ensures this 3:1 ratio, where 3 is the circulation and 1 is the respiration. After this, we reassess the heart rate. If the heart rate is still less than 60, we now proceed to step 5, that is to start epinephrine. Although there are many routes of giving epinephrine, but the best available route is umbilical vein, followed by interosseous, that is over tibia, then trachea, and least preferred is peripheral vein. Strength of epinephrine is 1:10,000, but we give 0.1 ml per kg dose, which dilutes its concentration to 1:1 lakh while giving it as IV. This completes our neonatal resuscitation. You can download the image PDF of the summary on the neonatal resuscitation. I have provided the link in the description below. Now, before wrapping this neonatal resuscitation topic, one important thing is left. Now let's see how much time do we actually have in total to perform all the above steps, that is from step 1 to 4. You will be surprised to know that we have just 90 seconds, out of which first 30 seconds is for initial step, that is step 1. Rest 60 seconds for later steps, that is step 2 to 4. APGAR score. APGAR score has 5 parameters. We can use the name APGAR itself as a mnemonic to remember the key parameters. A stands for appearance, telling how the newborn skin looks. It may be pale or pink depending on the circulation. Hence, rough idea can be drawn from the appearance about the newborn's health. Therefore, if pale appearance of the whole body, then the score given is 0. If the body is pink but the periphery is pale, then the score given is 1. If the whole body is pink, the score given is 2. Now comes P. P stands for pulse. The pulse is recorded through umbilical arteries sensation. If the pulse is not recordable, then the score 0 is given. If the heart rate is less than 100, then 1 score is given. If the heart rate is more than 100, then 2 score is given. Grimace. Grimace refers to the facial expression with respect to the stimulation of nose or mouth. If none, then 0 score. If grimaces, then 1 score. If coughs or sneezes, the 2 score is given. Activity. If no activity is seen, 0 is the score. If some flexion, that is the muscle tone is present to some extent, then the score is 1. And if active movements are seen, then 2 score is given. Coming to respiration. As we all know, a newborn cries to breathe. Hence, crying ensures respiration. Therefore, if no crying, no sign of breathing, then no respiration. Therefore, score is 0. If irregular or poor cry, then score of 1 is given. If regular or good cry, then 2 score is given. It is to be noted that Apgar's score is recorded 1 minute and 5 minutes after birth. A score more than 7 is considered well and good, but any score below it needs reassessment at 5 minutes interval for 2 to 3 cycles. It is to be noted that Apgar score has no diagnostic use and has less prognostic value also. It is just a supportive evidence for any abnormal condition newborn develops in future. Resuscitation in meconium stained liquor. Now, as to why we have dealt this topic as separate is because a newborn with MLS is more likely to develop breathing issues due to obstruction or aspiration as compared to a normal newborn, which needs a different approach. After doing the step 1 of neonatal resuscitation, we check 3 basic things in MLS. H stands for heart rate, more than 100, R for respiration, good, T for tone, adequate muscle tone. If all the above question answer is yes, then no need to tension. But if any answer is no, then we directly start mechanical ventilation. That is, we jump to step 4 directly. This is because the bag and mask ventilation can deteriorate the condition of the baby by further increasing the chances of aspiration or obstruction.